Alright guys, so today we'll be multiplying polynomials. Okay, so basically we're just going to be multiplying poly, which means many terms. Ooh. Okay, this is a basic distribution problem, and it looks just like problems that we've had in the past. However, this guy has a variable, but that's fine. We still distribute him just like normal. Multiply the likes, so 4 times 3 is 12, and then I have one n and another n, which is 2n, so we have to remember our exponent rules. Then I distribute my 4n to my negative 6, so 4 times negative 6 is negative 24, and then we put that n there. Notice that we have our problem in descending order with the highest exponent to the left, so that is our final answer. Okay, let's see. Oh, let's do number 6. So number 6, we just have 3 terms, but it's the same idea. So we have to distribute the terms. So 8 times 6 is 48. And then I have 2 and 1 more. So we have 3. 8 times negative 1 is negative 8. 1n and another n is 2 of them. And then 8 times 7 is 56. And then put our n at the end. Again, it's in descending order. I have no like terms. We are all sorts of done. This is exciting, guys. Okay, now let's look at number 7. If we have an exponent attached to our variable, well, we just do the same thing. Okay, so 8 times 5 is 40. And I have 2 and 3 p's, so that gives me a total of 5. Remember our exponent rules? This p cubed really means p times p times p, and this p squared really means p times p. So I have the squared and then the cubed. So if I add up or I combine or count how many I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, hold on. Okay, sorry. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 p's. So that means that my answer will be p to the 5th power, or we could have just added the exponents, and 3 and 2 make 5 as well. So p to the 5th, and then again I multiply my like terms, so 8 times negative 1 is negative 8, and then I have 1p here. Remember, if we don't have 1, there's a 1, and 1 and 3 make 4, and the last guy, 8 times negative 8 is negative 64, and then we just throw our little p cubed on at the end. Again, this is descending order, and nothing left to do because I have no other like terms. So now we're going to multiply some binomials, which means 2 terms getting multiplied together by another set of 2 terms. You could use this method called FOIL, which you might hear some adults say, F-O-I-L, which is just a way to multiply 2 binomials together. Because it only multiplies 2 binomials together, it's pretty limited, so we're just going to rename this and use a method that works for everything. We're going to call it fancy distribution. It's pretty much the same thing as normal distribution, but we have more terms. We have 2 terms this time. Okay, so looking at our first group, I have this guy in front, 7b, and then I have negative 6 behind it. So I have to distribute 7b to both things inside of the next group of numbers. So we're going to start by doing that. So remember, distributing means to multiply. 7 times 7 is 49, and I have a b and another b, so I have 2 of them. Then I multiply my 7b times my 3, so 7 times 3 is 21, and then we put the b on the other end. Okay, now we have to distribute this negative 6. So it's going to go to the 7b and to the 3. So negative 6 times 7 is negative 42, and there's a b there. And negative 6 times negative 3 is negative 18. Now we have to check for like terms. Well, I don't have another like with my b squared, so he just gets to go sit in the front. Oops, that's a 9. Just kidding. And then I have these 2 guys, and they can be combined. So we're going to do positive 21 minus 42. So we have negative 21b. Remember, when we add and subtract, that variable stays the same. And then we have negative 18. Ta-da! We'll do one more, number 12. So fancy distribute. So we're going to start with the 7x. It's going to be distributed to the 8x and the 8. 7 times 8 is 56. 1x and another makes 2. 7 times 8 is 56. 1x is just 1. Then we distribute our 2, it's a positive 2, to both the 8x and the 8. So 2 times 8 is 16, put that x on, and 2 times 8 is also 16. After we distribute, then we combine our like terms, which are these two fellers. So we have our 56x squared still, nothing's happened to that. Then we're going to take our 56 and add it to our 16, and that gives us a total of 72 x's, and we have 16 left over. Okay, let's do another one. We'll do 15. This guy, so he's the same idea, but it's not a binomial. It's multiplying a binomial and a trinomial, so 2 and 3. But I still fancy distribute, so I'm going to take my 7n and distribute it to my 6, my negative 7n, and my 8. 7 times 6 is 42. I have 2 n's and 1 more, so that gives me 3. Then I have 7 times negative 7, which is negative 49. N and n make n squared. 7 and 8 is 56. Then we have to distribute our next term, which is this positive 4, to the 6, the negative 7, and the 8. So 4 times 6 is 24. And then I don't have another n with my 4, so it's just n squared. 4 times negative 7 is negative 28. Same thing. I don't have another n, so it's just an n. And 4 times 8 is 32. Now we combine our like terms. I don't have a like term with my 42n cubed, so he just goes down there. I do have a like term with my n squareds and with my whole numbers, just numbers. Wait, hold on. This guy should have an n. I was just kidding. Not that one. My bad. Okay, so we're going to combine our like terms. So negative 49 and 24 is negative 25n squared. And then I have 56 n's, and I'm going to take away 28 of them, and that leaves me with 28 n's. And then 32, I couldn't do anything with that, so plus 32. Sorry about that. I forgot my n with my 56, but it's all fixed now. Okay, so that's how you do 3. It's just a little bit more work, but it's the same process. And it doesn't matter if it's switched. So this guy is switched, so we could do all 3 to each of the 2. So we're going to multiply 4n squared times 5n and times 2. So we'll start with that. 4 times 5 is 20n cubed, because 2 and 1 more. And 4 times 2 is 8n squared. Then we're going to multiply this negative 8n to the 5n and the 2. So negative 8 times 5n is negative 40n squared. And negative 8 times 2 is negative 16n. And then we have to multiply that negative 7 to the 5n and the 2. So we have negative 35n, and negative 7 times 2 is negative 14. Again, we combine our like terms, so we have 20n cubes. I got no other 20n cubes, so that's our answer. And then we have 8 minus 40, so negative 32n squareds. And then we have negative 16 and negative 35, so that's negative 51n's. And our negative 14 hanging out over there on the side, like that. All right, is that all? Oh, lastly, we are going to multiply some trinomials together. Again, same process. Okay, so we'll just do 22. 3 times 3, that is 9. R squared and r squared make r to the 4th. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. R to the 1 and r to the 2 makes r to the 3. And 3 times negative 7 is 21 r squared. Then we distribute the 7r, so 7 times 3 is 21, and I have 1 and 2 more makes 3. 7 times negative 6 is negative 42 r squared. Then we have 7 times 7 is 49r. And then we're going to multiply this negative 7 by each of these 3 terms as well. Okay, so negative 7 times 3 is negative 21 r squared, because I don't have an r with my negative 7. Negative 7 times negative 6 is positive 42, and there's an r there. And negative 7 and 7 make negative 49. Now we find all of our like terms. So I have this cubed, no more cubed. I have this squared, this squared, this squared, no more squared. I have that r and that r. Okay, so now we combine. So I've got 9r to the 4th, and then for my cube, I have negative 18, minus 42, which is negative 60 r cubed. And for the squareds, I have 21 minus 42, which is negative 21 r squared. And for my r's, I have 49 and 42, which is a positive 91r. And then I have my negative 49 after. So it takes a minute, but you can do it. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day. Bye!